Hello guys, this is Divya Jyoti and I welcome everyone back to my YouTube channel, that is the Tech is Voice. Today in this video, we will be learning about difference between Selenium tools, JavaSeleniumArchitecture, JavaSelenium class diagram, and what is system.setProperty. So here you can see I have noted few differences between Selenium IDE, Selenium RC, and Selenium WebDriver. So coming to Selenium IDE, you can see the very first point. It's very easy to use and install. Whereas in Selenium RC, that is remote control, it's most complicated installation among the three components Selenium IDE, RC, and WebDriver. Now in Selenium WebDriver, installation is more complicated than IDE but simpler installation than RC. The second point of Selenium IDE is that programming experience is not required, though knowledge of HTML needed. Whereas in Selenium RC must require programming knowledge, and the same is followed for Selenium WebDriver. Third point of Selenium IDE is here. It runs only in Mozilla Firefox, whereas in Selenium RC it supports Firefox, IE, Chrome, Safari, Opera, etc. In Selenium WebDriver it supports Firefox, IE, Chrome, Safari, Opera, etc. IDE stands again tells that it's supposed to record and playback, whereas Selenium RC doesn't support, and Selenium WebDriver even doesn't support record and playback. IDE also it gives here its code engine in JavaScript. Also, Selenium RC its code engine in JavaScript based, and in Selenium WebDriver it interacts natively with browser. Here guys you can take a screenshot or you can take, I'll be playing it very slowly so you can have a look into all of the points in a very good way. Sixth point of IDE is does not require any server to run the test script, whereas Selenium RC needs to start Selenium RC server before running the test script. Whereas WebDriver does not require any server and run the test script by directly communicating to the browser. Now coming to the seventh point of IDE, has no support for conditional and looping operations, whereas RC can perform conditional and looping operations. Same is followed for Selenium WebDriver. Now Selenium IDE is used only as a prototyping tool, whereas RC is used to write advanced scripts. Same followed for Selenium WebDriver. Selenium IDE does not support listeners. Same followed for RC, and but in the case of Selenium WebDriver, it supports the implementation of listeners. Selenium IDE is not object-oriented, but RC, its API is less object-oriented, redundant, and confusing. Whereas Selenium WebDriver, its API is purely object-oriented and compact. IDE has a slowest execution, whereas RC has a faster execution than IDE but slower than WebDriver. But WebDriver has the fastest execution than IDE and RC. Here, when we will perform some or will run some programs in automation, you'll get to know how this WebDriver works and what is the speed of that. Now coming to the 12th point of Selenium IDE, it does not have API, whereas RC has easy and small API. But in case of WebDriver, it has complex and large API. Selenium IDE does not support testing of iOS and Android applications. But here in Selenium RC, iOS and Android applications are not supported. It's same as the Selenium IDE. But Selenium WebDriver supports testing of iOS or Android applications. And the 14th point of the Selenium IDE, it cannot move mouse cursor. Same followed by for RC, but in case of Selenium WebDriver, it can move mouse cursor. The 15th point of Selenium IDE is it has built-in help and test results reporting module. whereas in RC it has test results generator. And in case of Selenium WebDriver, it has no built-in mechanism that automatically generates a test results file. The last point of Selenium IDE tells that it can export test scripts to format executable in RC and WebDriver, whereas the last point of Selenium RC is not required, and same goes for Selenium WebDriver. Now moving forward, we will be discussing about Selenium architecture. So let's clear this screen. Okay. So before going to Selenium architecture, I wanted to say that Selenium is a standalone server which is combined with 14 languages, which is known as language binding or client binding. With the help of Selenium, the standalone server, we can perform real action on browser with the help of driver executable by JSON via protocol. Now, whatever I told you, I'll be showing you with the help of a diagram. So, and I'll relate whatever I told in the definition. I'll relate that with a diagram. Let's check it out. So, let's have things like this. I'll have some 5 boxes. Let me do first 5 boxes. So these are I have done 5 boxes here. Then I'll be connecting it through some arrows. Okay, sorry. Okay. So let me take up the text. Okay, and let me decrease the font size. Okay, let me make it around 18. Fine. Here I'll write Selenium standalone server. Push it down. Fine. Not a problem. This is driver executable. Here I'll put as browser, and this is application under test. AUT stands for application. Sorry for this spelling mistake. Application under test. Okay. And now let me take some of these things so that I can connect it. Okay. Okay. Fine. Let me have some text around here. JSON via protocol. JSON stands for, I'll write here, JSON stands for JavaScript object notation. Okay. So guys, so let me relate this theory. whatever diagram I have done, it is called as Selenium architecture. Okay, so here let me add it here in some other color. I'll take it red. Okay, Selenium architecture. Fine. Okay, so this is called as Selenium architecture, and as I told you, Selenium is a standalone server. Selenium is a standalone server, and which is combined with 14 different languages. Selenium is a standalone server which is combined with 14 different languages called as language binding or class binding. And with the help of Selenium, we can perform real actions on browser. With the help of Selenium, we can perform real actions on browser with the help of driver executable. With the help of driver executable via JSON via protocol. By JSON via protocol. So with the help of Selenium, we can perform actions on browser with the help of driver executable by JSON via protocol. JSON stands for JavaScript Object Notation. So whatever theory I told, I have just splitted it into a form of diagram which tells you the same thing, whatever the theory I explained right now. Now, just coming to the next point, we'll be now discussing Java Selenium class diagram. This is called as Selenium architecture, and next we'll be discussing on Java Selenium class diagram. So I'll be removing it from the screen. Let me remove all of those. Just a second. Okay. Now we'll be discussing about. Okay, sorry. Let me take a text. Okay. Java Selenium class diagram. Okay. Let's have a look into Java Selenium class diagram. What is that and how it works? Okay. So the very first comes is, I'll take it in a different color. Search context. So it's a interface. In bracket I'll be writing. Let me extend it. Okay, it's now good to go. Interface. Okay. So first we have search context. Then we'll be having three things: WebDriver, text screenshot, and JavaScript executor. Okay. Sorry. I'll take upward arrow. Okay. So I'll be having three things. Text. Okay. Text screenshot. Text screenshot is another interface. We'll be talking about screenshot in after in that very almost we'll be discussing in the upcoming videos. Then we after taking the screenshot, we'll then have something called as WebDriver. This is WebDriver. Then we have something called as JavaScript executor. JavaScript executor. Okay. So guys, JavaScript executor is an interface and text screenshot is an interface. Even the WebDriver is also an interface. I'll just give a interface. Okay, I'll just write here as I. Yeah, I'll write here as I, and I'll write here as I. Okay, so and this interfaces extends the search context, extends extends the search context. Okay, so the same goes like this. Just a second, I'll take this one. Okay, so this interfaces extends the search context, which is again an interface, and then a WebDriver. Then we have something called as remote WebDriver, which implements the WebDriver. So I'll take again another thing called as second remote WebDriver, and remote WebDriver, guys, it implements WebDriver. Okay, so for interface, I'll be having something called as this, and we're having some dotted lines. Okay, dotted line stands for implements. Okay, and this remote WebDriver implements the text screenshot as well as the JavaScript executor. So let me take it here, and let me take it here. Okay, okay, cool. Okay, and I'll make it as dotted so you guys don't get confused while following up this video. Okay, looks perfect then. With this remote WebDriver, again we have below that we have Chrome driver, Firefox driver, and IE driver, which are the classes. Even the remote WebDriver is also a class. The remote WebDriver is also a class. Let me put it in bracket. Now here under this I have Chrome driver. Then here I have something called as Firefox driver. Then here I have something called as IE driver. I hope you guys all know Internet Explorer. Okay, IE driver. And okay, so it's extends. Sorry, I should not give here. I should give it here. Okay. And Chrome driver is a class, Firefox driver is a class, and IE driver is a class. So these all are okay. These all are class. These all are class, and this all extends the remote WebDriver. Okay. extends the remote WebDriver. So the very first thing we have search context, which is the interface, and then we have under that we have WebDriver, JavaScript executor, and text screenshot, which all are the interfaces which extends the search context. Then we have remote WebDriver, and in remote WebDriver it implements the WebDriver, and also it implements this JavaScript executor and as well as the text screenshot. Then under remote WebDriver we have Chrome driver, Firefox driver, and IE driver, which all are the classes, and which extends the remote WebDriver, which extends the remote WebDriver. So this is extends. Cool. Okay. So you guys can take this diagram when you do it. So I haven't drawn any box, so you guys can do the boxes here like this. Okay, you guys can do boxes here like this. I have not done boxes, but you guys can do when if you are taking notes from this video, or you can just have a box so it looks good when you're preparing notes. Okay. So yeah, this is what is about Java Selenium class diagram. Then, as I have discussed before starting this video, we'll be discussing about system.setProperty. So what is system.setProperty? So system is an inbuilt finite class present in Java. Let me, I hope you guys all have taken the screenshot, or you can pause when you are playing this video. So let me go immediately to the next topic, which we are having the system.setProperty. So I'll delete it, and I'll be having something here like, okay, so system.setProperty. So guys, what is system.setProperty? So I'll be writing it here, some other color. So system is an inbuilt finite class present in Java. System is capital. System is an inbuilt final class present in Java lang package. So system is an inbuilt final class present in Java lang package, and set property is a static method present in system class. And set property is a static method present in system class, which will ask for toString as an argument, in the form of key and value pair. So system is an inbuilt final class present in Java lang package, and set property is a static method present in system class which will ask for toString as an argument in the form of key and value pair. So let's understand what is key and what is value. So key is which browser to launch. browser to launch, and value path of driver executable. Like where is your Chrome driver is basically been installed or copied, where is the file is present right away while if you are executing a program. So you have to give the path of the file. So the path of the driver executable. The driver executable basically it talks about the Chrome driver.exe. I'll, and when we start doing some basic programs on automation, we'll be coming across the system.setProperty. System.setProperty also plays a vital role when you are executing some of your application or some of your programs, automation scripts. So when you're doing any program, you can better know its use. And I'll definitely after this installation of WebDriver, after the installation of WebDriver, I'll definitely be posting a video on how to use system.setProperty in some of your test scripts and executing them. So guys, as we have discussed, so I have completed the till now we have learned what is the differences between Selenium tools, Java Selenium architecture, Java Selenium class diagram, and what is system.setProperty. So I hope you guys understood this whatever till now I have taught, and if anything you want more, you need me more to add on this video, please do comment in the comment box. And if you have any comments, if you need me to improve in anything, just I welcome every feedback of yours, which will even make me more confidence in explaining you. So I wish all everyone guys good luck to progress in their career, and I hope you guys like this video. If you guys like this video, do like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And if you have any doubt into Selenium or into any other topic which I have done before, like agile methodology or SQL, also you can ping me at pdivyajyoti772 @gmail.com. I'll be directly in touch with you in this. If you send me some email, I can help you out reaching your goals. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you and have a great day.